Happy Halloween, everybody, from mindFULLme to you. It's always a very exciting time of the year, and I'm really happy to be able to bring to you guys a nice meditation Monday with a Halloween feel to it, if you will. So Halloween, or this time of the year towards the end of fall, historically has always been a time when we're finishing up the last of all of the harvest, and we're getting ready for the winter. We're storing everything and making sure that we have enough food and supplies for the winter months ahead. Winter is always a time where we go into hibernation or we lay low. And I like to think of it as the absolute perfect time for self-reflection, to go inward, to start to look at our year ahead, look at the year behind, and to really kind of see what's going on inside. A great time to do a self-check, if you will. So I had this entire meditation that was planned out to bring to you guys. And for those that know us, know that we're pretty much based in South Florida, and my son lives in Atlanta. And you know, Thomas and I do our podcast of Mind Watch. So we all came up to visit him this weekend, and we were on this hike. And all of a sudden, everything changed of what I wanted to do today. It was a beautiful 2-hour hike in the middle of the woods, and it's the fall, so all the leaves are changing, and it was just beautiful. And for me, that is my self-healing place, is in the woods. It has always been in the woods, and during fall is just really where I am able to reconnect with nature and reconnect with myself. So changed the entire meditation, and so we thought we'd give it a go now with you guys and see if you like it, and bring you visually to where I was earlier, for a time for us to self-reflect, for a time for us to go inward, a time for us to prep ourselves for the winter months ahead as we finish gathering all of our inward supplies to hibernate for the winter. So sit back, relax, whether or not you want to lie down or whether or not you would like to sit up. And again, I pretty much say this in all of my meditations. Doesn't matter for me whether you're laying down, sitting up, whether you want to sit cross-legged in a chair, against your back against the wall, whatever feels most comfortable for you. As long as your back is straight, is absolutely perfect. So close your eyes, take a nice deep breath in through your nose, let your stomach expand and hold it. And exhale through your mouth, letting your stomach flatten. Let's take another nice deep breath in through your nose, let your stomach expand and hold it. And exhale through your mouth, letting your stomach flatten. And just breathe normally. And right now we are going to go into the woods. We are going to go into the forest, and we are going to walk through the trees. So imagine yourself entering the forest. It could be in the mountains. It could be more at the base of a mountain, or maybe it's just a forest that's flat, that's not really even near a mountain area. But we've got lots of trees. And because it is October, it is the fall, it is autumn. As we start to walk through the forest, we see so many leaves on the ground, and you can kind of hear that crunching noise underneath your feet, underneath your shoes. And as you look around, the leaves are of every shade you could possibly imagine. Big leaves and small leaves. Orange, yellow, red, deep red, every variation possible. And the bark of the trees almost have a crisp feel to it. It almost feels as if that bark might be flaking. And as you look up into the sky, it is the bestest and most clear blue you could possibly imagine. Not even a cloud. The sun is perfect, and the temperature is perfect. It's crisp and it's cool. And as you continue to walk through, we are going to take a journey. And as we walk through the woods, and maybe you see a squirrel or two, maybe some rabbits hopping by, or maybe even some chipmunks with their black striped tails. But as you walk through this forest, it is very safe. It is very comfortable. But this forest is also extremely old. There's wisdom here. These trees have been around for thousands of years. This is not their first fall. And these trees have lots of knowledge and experience. And as we walk through and we hear the noises, we hear the animals, we can hear a babbling brook in the distance, and the wind is blowing gently as we hear the leaves rustle. And as you breathe, you can smell that clean, fresh air of the forest. The colors are brilliant. And every time you touch a tree, a leaf, a branch, you feel connected. Connected not just to the forest, but to yourself. And that's what this walk is all about. And as you continue on in a silent meditation, you will continue through the woods and let your imagination run wild. It could be that a deer comes up and talks to you, or maybe a tree. But remember that whatever it is that you see, whatever it is that you experience, is what is inside. This is your turn to commune with yourself. This is your turn to look inward as you walk through the forest and hear the forest. Feel it. What knowledge is it giving you about your future? What knowledge is it giving you about your present? What do you need to hear about you? No one else is around. Nobody will bother you. And most importantly, nobody will ever judge you. If you find your brain is wandering and thoughts going off, not a problem. Just refocus into the forest. Refocus into the colors, the wind, and everything around. And as you continue to walk, you start to see an opening in the trees ahead of you. And as we walk towards that opening together, and as you walk through the opening, you find yourself on a very green field. You feel connected. There are answers to what you just went through. There are signs, there are goals, and there's things about you that just you know and connect with, and everything is beautiful as you are. And as we travel into winter, and as we travel into hibernation, this is our time to really, really connect with ourselves. Our time to connect with who we are. Our time to connect with what's important to us and who we really want to be. And as you continue to breathe normally, the scene around you starts to fade. And you start to find yourself very aware of your space around you. And as you take a nice deep breath in through your nose, let your stomach expand and hold it. And exhale through your mouth, letting your stomach flatten. And as you continue to breathe normally, you start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. You start to become more fully back into your physical body, awake and alert, grounded, and ready for an incredible day ahead. Or, if this is at night, ready for the best night's sleep. So happy Halloween, everybody. Happy fall. And as we start to move into the rest of the holiday season with Thanksgiving and Christmas and all of the other holidays to come in the next couple of months, may this be a very joyous time of year for you. An enlightening time, one of self-discovery, one of happiness, joy, rebirth, and renewal. When you're ready, open your eyes and welcome back.